Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. Today's project is going to be an Easter project since Easter is coming. I found these cute little carrots at Walmart. They're chocolate carrots and they came in a package like so from Palmer's, the brand, and there's 9 of them in there. I think 9. I don't think I ate any, so I think there's 9. So you can make 3 of these. And just a reminder to share my video. When you share my video, you'll be entered into a prize drawing. And if you want my PDF tutorial, I send out a new tutorial every week through email. Just join my email list and you can get the PDF tutorial. All right, now let's see if we can get this started. It's going to be 4 inches of, this is copper clay, 4 by 7. And we're going to score it, and the score lines are easy to remember. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next we're going to die cut with our little die, and we're going to cut into the second section. So here's your first, second, third, fourth, and then you have the big section. So we're going into the second section, and we are going to use the Around It All dies. Well, we're just using the little tiny circle one. That's the smallest. I'll show you the set. And what I do is I die cut my edges first, or the ones that are going to be at the ends first, and then I'll center the middle one. So these all around it, or Around It All, I cannot get the name straight. I keep wanting to call it what it's not. Are so fun. There's so many circles. I don't even know how many circles are in this bundle, but there's a lot of them, and we're just using the tiny baby one. So then I'm going to center this right like so, and that is it on the die cutting for the moment. Let me get this out, and let me show you those dies before I forget, because I do forget. Look at, these are all the dies that come with it's Around It All bundle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, including the little one. So 12 dies. And then these are the stamp sets. I posted a couple of pictures last, is it last week or, well, I guess it would be last week. Okay, so now we're going to burnish these lines, and we're going to add some tear and tape to this first section. And you can use glue, whatever adhesive that you would like. My hands are slippery because I added some, some lotion. So I just folded it over like that and then folded this piece over. And then we have our little stand. Kind of reminds me of a fruit stand or vegetable stand or something. Okay, so next we're gonna cut a piece of copper clay at 1.5 by 3 7/8. This might not be big enough. Yeah, it is 3 7/8. 3 7/8. This actually, I think we're going to trim it again because we're gonna do our dirt. So this is the Storybook Garden patch die. We're only using this one die. Where's my tape? Let's take this down. And I just want to make it look like, you know, we got some dirt going on there. And so after you cut this one, just move it along and cut another thing of dirt. And then I'll show you. We're going to have to trim it. Put this out of the way. We're still going to need this in a minute. So see, just like so. But we want it to go on there like we have the dirt. This is actually, it is the right size. Okay, so I'm second guessing myself because I have some other Easter projects, so I'm like all over the place. I thought we were gonna trim, but I think I did this one better than I did my original. So I think I had trimmed this part, which we can if you want, because see, I did trim it off. But I mean, it's fine. It's gonna stay. And that is that. So now we're gonna need a piece of, it's funny, I had these pieces already in a bag and I haven't used them. Okay, so now for our backing, we are gonna use oh my gosh, I can't, the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper. Oh my gosh. And we're going to use, it's going to be 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. So 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. Perfect. We already have that. You guys notice my trimmer's actually doing pretty good. You guys might remember I dropped it and broke it, and my husband was able to somewhat fix it. I did order another trimmer, and so we're just gonna glue this on. I did order another trimmer though. Doesn't hurt to have a backup, and then in case this one does finally give out, because they don't sell just the the grid. They have it in metrics, but not in inches. Okay, so now we are going to stamp our rabbits. And I'm using some scrap pieces of paper because you could tell I use this as another project. I've been, you know, trying to get all this done before I leave town. It's like I'm traveling back to back to back. So we're doing the two bunnies. So I was trying to get all my projects done. I was so overwhelmed. So I am using light, pretty, and pink. And I'm just going to color in their ears. My kids used to have rabbits growing up. We loved having the rabbits. They were so easy. They're really easy to train, you know, in the house. The only problem was just kind of like a puppy as well. They will chew things, you know, they'll chew cords and stuff, but all we did was we would put this, I don't know, there was this like a ointment we would put on the cords, and it was actually like a sour apple, and they did not like the taste. They would not chew on the cords. So it's fairly easy. But it was funny because it was like a sour apple. So I just went over with the dark crumb cake, and now I'm going to just fill in with the light. But we had so many rabbits. You know, the lifespan isn't the longest, so it was kind of hard. We had one, we actually had to put him down. Poor guy, he got some kind of ailment that he couldn't even walk. He would try to walk and he would just roll over, and it was so sad to watch him. So sad. So we were just like, okay, we can't let this poor little guy suffer. And I think that one, his name was Thumper. So, all right, I think he is good. We will move on to her. I'm just gonna go over with some more dark. And she's got a cute little dress on. So we're gonna have them matching. Her dress will be balmy blue and his bow tie will be balmy blue. And I left the tails white. You know, that was, all our rabbits were white. We never had like brown or gray rabbits. We always had white ones with the pink eyes. A lot of people are like, ugh, I don't like the pink eyes, but they were fine. All right, and now let's do the dress and the bow tie. The bow tie will do dark balmy blue. Am I? Yeah, balmy blue, yes. I was like, am I balmy blue or am I boho blue? It's balmy. And then hers, we'll just go over the lines with the dark. We'll do her collar dark. And her sleeve and her belt. And then we'll fill in with the light. And it's funny, this light looks dark. It's light. It almost looks as dark as the dark, huh? So we'll just go over those lines with this one. Go over that to make them look a little darker. And you know, you just keep adding ink to go darker and darker. Okay, I think they are good. Let's get these out of the way. Get our die cutting back in here. And let me grab my two rabbits, their dies. So you could add some Winkastella to their little cottontails if you like, so they can sparkle. I have a feeling she's gonna move, so let me add some tape. Usually when I leave something white, I always add Winkastella. This time I didn't, but you most definitely could. Okay. Oops. I just lost little Missy. There she is. She fell on the floor. And then we can name him Peter. Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Okay, so now we are just going to add them with a dimensional. We're putting her here on the right side because she's facing that direction. And then him, we might need to add a couple of dimensionals. He's a little taller. And we're going to add him right here. And then now we are going to stamp, our sentiment in balmy blue on, I think this is a 1/2 inch, and we're probably going to trim it down to about 2. Just put Easter greetings. And yep, I think we're cutting it down to 2. And there we go. I hope these aren't bothering you. I just realized the sun is shining through my blinds. I'm leaving that mark. Usually I cover them up. And you might hear my husband outside doing yard work. Believe it or not, yesterday we had snow. Today the sun is shining. So there you go. There's Easter greetings. We're not done. We're going to put our carrots in, but we're going to use our ribbon first. And I love this check ribbon. And we're actually just going to tie this in a knot. Wait, where am I? Sometimes you need a little glue dot to hold your ribbon in place. But we're going to tie this along the top. And you guys know I need my little tweezers that act like my finger, because we're just tying it in a knot. We're not tying a bow on this one. So just like so, my ribbon papers. Man, my shoulder has been killing me lately. I don't know what's going on. That's one of my trips. I'm going to California to see my doctor, see my oncologist and my primary. It's been so hard to find a doctor out here that I just continue to keep my doctors. Well, I was definitely going to keep my oncologist, but so there is that. And then now we just need to put our carrots in. These carrots, they're not wrapped the greatest, so you might have to adjust them. And these will just fit right on in there. Oops. Look at this one's wrapped the wrong way. I just noticed it. The green's on the bottom. So let's grab another one. And another one. And then there are our 3 carrots in our little treat holder. So what do you guys think? Will you be making these? So fun. It's actually very easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will have another Easter project, and come back to my Facebook page because I will do at least another one, maybe 2 more before Easter. But next Wednesday, I'll have another Easter one for sure as well. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and take care. Bye.